And we're live at McLeod Ale.
Wow, live at McLeod Ale in Van Ness, California.
Yeah, we have a great audience here today. Say hi, audience. No. Thank you, Billy. Brought to you by Billy and a few others.
Must be a half-orc.
Yeah, absolutely. Spoilers.
In the house.
So we are sponsored by Paizo, who has created Pathfinder. Thank you guys so much. McLeod Ale, that's where we're at. Great beer, great pizzas. Emerald Knights, thank you guys so much for sponsoring us. And we have an Instagram, Loaded Dice Rollers, all one word. Go ahead and follow it. And then we also have an email if you guys ever want to reach out to us, loadeddicerollers@gmail.com.
Now, I haven't decided, is it Loaded Dice Rollers because we drink?
Yep.
Will?
It can be taken either way. I mean, we can either be dice rollers who are loaded, or we can be rolling loaded dice.
As a DM, should I be concerned that the dice are loaded?
A little bit of both.
You're also
Depends on
rolling
how
dice behind
loaded you
yourself,
are.
aren't
Bring
you?
those tonight. Do you want me to bring those tonight?
You have loaded. Okay. Well,
It depends on how loaded you are.
Exactly. It's
Only when you're rolling the characters.
I think we just got on tape that they're cheating. If you guys don't know the rules so well, they might be cheating. All right. And the music is by Leaving Richmond, who's going to come and perform live drones and such so that we can play by that. So thank you, Leaving Richmond.
yeah.
And tonight we're going to be talking about character stories, continuing. And there's two well, he's laughing because Tom's character got cut off earlier. It went far too. We had a caller, and it just went in another direction.
And then we're like, okay, thanks, Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor Tom. He just kept the peanut gallery kept interjecting, and he was just like, this man. He's
been through a lot.
He should have been the cleric. He's got the
Right.
patience of
He's
one.
got the patience of a saint.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
There you go.
That was Tom.
That sounds about right.
That was Tom's story dying in the fire.
Uh-oh. So Mel, tonight we're here to talk about you and Kurt, and Kurt. You guys are. You guys have a harsh history. This is getting deep. If I understand, if some people can't quite handle what you're about to tell them.
Well, first you have to start with orcs. What are orcs? Orcs are some bastardization that was created subhuman from under the earth, and they come back in a plague of just killing and
Raping and pillaging.
yeah. I mean, there's nothing good about orcs.
I know.
Wow.
There's nothing good.
Wow.
Wow, Kurt, tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think there's really any other position on those guys. I mean, they're just a wave of death, is what they are. And
So we brought you in here to depress you guys tonight. So thanks for coming.
Yeah, this podcast brought to you by Zoloft.
But honestly, you guys have had a rough time. So they, in the world of Galorian that they play their characters on, there's a region of mountains. It's very harsh mountains called the Tusk Mountains, and it separates human lands from orc lands. And the orcs have been pretty satisfied fighting themselves for a couple of centuries, but now and then some of them lose, and then they're forced to go over the mountain. And that's when they deal with the archers of Ustalof, who quickly take care of them, but sometimes they
Don't.
breach the farms.
right, and all it takes is one.
All it takes is a farmland.
What do you mean?
All it takes
Just-
is one.
Okay, so and that's what happened to you guys.
So,
Our mother was.
raped.
Our father was killed by this orc that was eventually killed. But so and then fortunately for us, our mother was died in childbirth as well.
Yeah.
So we were not looked upon positively, and so we were given to whomever could make use of us.
Yeah, so there was a pretty much like we ended up
So happy you guys came in for
becoming-
this. This story is amazing.
we are twins
Yeah.
of the same mother, and
By the way, if we have any
good
like
genes.
people that can draw out there or who are listening, like if you want to make twin,
Valerie.
what are you fraternal? Your brother sister, so you would be fraternal twins.
Yeah. Oh, normally.
Valerie is
There you
a
go.
fraternal twin.
Really?
So
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do have an artist in the group.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're listening to, make Tom's character.
Oh
Don't make the twins. Yeah, sorry, Tom. I love you.
Yeah, no, I love these characters. They're
Okay.
so much fun.
And so they came over the Tusk Mountain Range, and they had their way with some human woman that ended up perishing because of you.
Yeah.
And then you were sold.
We were sold to some pretty much kind of local-ish farmers that was using me for pretty much child labor.
So happy everybody came in here to hear the story.
And as my brother was off constantly going off into the woods,
Was he?
I was
In shackles?
pretty much attached to chopping down trees for a good majority of my younger years.
So you're known as the tree chopper?
Pretty much.
We survived those years.
We did
survived
survive.
those. Yeah, we got survived those years, and we took the opportunity, the first
Manny,
opportunity.
that's your
to
girl.
go into the forest
Yes.
with what we could take with
So
us.
in my downtime, I was going off into the city and trying to do these like pretty much paid cage fights to be able to
Your
slowly,
sister?
yeah,
She's
to
a
slowly
badass.
get this gold, so I would be able to get my brother and us to.
And meanwhile, I was smuggling things in and out and not even
He
telling her
was.
that. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
we were both doing our
didn't
own.
mean to reveal that to you now.
Oh
but
yeah. I mean, we've had a pretty fucked up past, but
Wow.
I mean, we did what we did for each other in order to survive,
Yeah, there was
and
nobody.
it's bringing us to where we are right now.
Yeah.
I'm so happy you guys brought this story into to tonight. This is miserable.
It's not miserable. It's going to be a redemption story. You wait.
Story of redemption.
That's right.
Yes.
Redemption. I
Redemption.
feel like you guys have a lot in common with the guy who was with the vampires and the witches and vampires running away from his family.
Yeah, it sounds like he's been through some shit.
Worse than you?
I don't know.
I don't always feel very good about myself.
I need some of those
we're
teeth.
just
I-
going into it
You
right
can't
now.
see this. Did you take a picture of that? Because that's
I didn't. I should.
Oh,
yeah,
should
that's,
put it
that's
in
amazing.
portrait mode with
the
I
people
need
in the
some of those
background.
teeth. So you guys found residence. You escaped. You escaped
We
your
escaped
your
into
enslavement
the
at the
wilderness.
farm, and you found
That's what we
residence
had
in
to
a
do.
lodge. Hence, Azkander Lodge.
We escaped into the wilderness.
This-
That's what
this
we
is-
had to do.
This is where you've been here for. You guys are like 12. You're half orcs, so you grow up quick.
We're big enough. We grow up big. We're strong.
All right, Mel. So you've been there for a long time.
Are we going into character?
Sure. Let's hear some. Do we want characters? We want characters. Mel, let's hear your. What's your character's name?
My name is Viv.
Viv?
I usually wear a long coat in order to cover all the scars. And, I'm not very a happy person. I like to fight and get all my rage and anger out, but
Her voice is so pretty, isn't it? It really,
Yeah, that's your girl. Are you proud?
Are you guys? You guys are just brother and sister, right?
we are. We were
I was-
raised in the same town.
was pointing at Mel's.
He was, that's my significant other.
Significant.
Oh, the
the
actual
audience.
IRL
Yeah,
significant
yeah.
other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I just want to make sure it's not her
The DL should
brother.
have a
So-
voice as well, so we would be able to know.
So we're at Azkantor Lodge in the Shutterwood Forest,
Yeah.
and to get to this place is not easy. And
No.
Ustaloth, that's the country they're in. They're all in, and the forest has a lycanthrope population. Can you explain how you've been able to survive, and why the lodge master would actually have you attend?
I mean, it was the only
Tend to
safe
watch.
haven that we were able to find.
Well, he knows us, and he
So
knows
happy
we
you guys
can
all
help
came
him
in here.
Protect things. I mean, in the forest, we're all right. We can forage.
Here, let me ask we have an audience, so let me ask.
Right.
What would you like them to be here for?
That's such an open.
Why are they here at the Azkander Lodge?
We escaped
To
being,
get wasted?
Yeah, I don't mind a couple
Oh,
pints. of
timeshare
cider.
opportunities. There we go.
Time
Clearly,
share.
you're selling timeshare opportunities
Yeah.
at the Azkander Lodge.
It's
It is-
really. I just do
It's
it.
amazing.
I just do it to get the dinner, really.
Yeah. It's dinner and a show.
Dinner and
You
a
see
show.
me go out and
Are
hunt
you
like
a part
those.
of the point system? Point system is good. You can use for Salt Lake City too.
You just dropped that.
Do you bring the Mormon? You brought
You just
Mormon
drank
to Salt
that
Lake?
through
Or is it just Salt
teeth.
Lake? You just Salt Lake.
Yeah.
Point system.
Zion.
It's good. Buy on secondary market.
But yeah, we were originally, we pretty much found a safe haven that we were going out and hunting lycanthropes in the downtime to kind of help out and keep people
And help
safe.
people make it through the forest, Lord.
Yeah.
Okay. That completely makes sense with this area, by the way.
Yeah, they were actually, besides the orphanage that we grew up in, the city was the only group of people that's been really nice to us recently. So,
This
been
this
good.
group of people.
yeah, this group of people that took us in.
Yeah, they've been good.
Okay. I believe you.
Good.
And with that, we have your character backstory. We're sponsored by McLeod Ale in Van Nuys, California. Yeah, we love that
Paizo.
beer. Paizo. Yeah, thanks for saying that.
And Emerald Knights.
Emerald Knights. That's
Emerald
pretty.
Knights.
Kurt sponsored my DM screen.
Yeah. Sponsored by
Northrup.
Kurt Northrup.
And the bourbon. Thanks, Kurt.
Four Roses Bourbon.
Wait, we interrupted Tom's. I only feel it's appropriate for Tom to interrupt our.
In this
Oh, I was
ending.
just saying, Wynn Hotels. Remember, we want Steve Wynn to be at our table. So
You guys missed it
If you're in
earlier.
Vegas,
Steve called in.
Wynn Hotels.
And we're
He's stalking you, Spence.
We're being
He's
harassed by
stalking you.
it's. I want to say it's you guys, but it's just me.
no, it's you. You.
I'm upset with Steve.
It's your
and Steve,
pheromones.
if you're still listening, please stop calling. For God's sake, stop calling.
Follow us on Instagram.
We're doing it live.
Thanks, Steve.